Howdy folks, happy Thursday to you. We're going to jump into some vintage story. Been wanting to play this for quite a while, just haven't had the time. So since I had time to stream today, I took today and tomorrow off work. Gonna just chill today. We're going to play some vintage story. I was just messing around in the settings. It's like if you're maximized borderless, it doesn't hide it doesn't actually use the full screen. So I'm going to go back to full screen. There we go. I was just kind of poking around in the settings, and I see they've added this. At least I don't ever remember seeing that before. So you can decouple the mouse click modifiers from sneak and sprint, which is handy because now I can set sprint to shift like every other game on the planet. And then, but it doesn't mess up the mouse click modifiers, it looks like, in theory. So we're going to try that out. Graphics are on glorious. We'll see how that goes. And I've been playing around with some world gen. I think I've got a good base here. If you're watching this after the fact, I'll put chapters in after the stream is over, so you can jump around. If you want to get right into that, there'll be should be a chapter for that. I'm going to go over the mods I've got, and then we're going to get started on a new world. We're going to play for a few hours, and we'll see how it goes. See, we had R. Carroll in here super early. Thanks for hanging out. So if we go over here to Mod Manager, my voice. There we go. We'll try that. The little throat clear. I just got up an hour ago, so it's still a little rough. Anywho, we got some mods in here. Mostly quality of life, but some stuff that changes the game a bit. I'll just go through those briefly. So auto map markers does just what it says. You don't have to manually create markers. It automatically does it for a lot of stuff. Very handy. Better Forest was a recommendation from the World Gen mod that I'm running. And it just makes better trees and bushes. The main thing I noticed was it tends to clump same trees together a little more. So you'll have like a bunch of birch together, a bunch of pines together, that kind of thing. Carry on just lets you kind of pick up some stuff. That's what I mostly use it for. You can also put a lot of things on your back. I don't tend to use that too much, but I do like the fact that you can like pick up stuff and move it around. So that's kind of handy. And then that also now requires the carry on lib. Extra info does just what it says. It gives you extra info in game for various things. Farseer is pretty cool. It basically lets you see off into the distance. So you get like silhouettes. It just makes it look better. So outside of your render distance, you'll get a distant vista. Pretty cool. Hide player name. Just literally hides the player names for better screenshots. I'm all about the screenshots. HUD clock just puts a bunch of info up on your screen, so you don't have to push the C key to look at your character to see what time of day it is, that kind of thing. Napster is my repetitive stress injury mod. It lets you just like hold click to nap things, which cuts down on all the little fine movements you have to do with your wrist. I've been doing IT for 30 years. My wrists are shot. Prospect Together is handy. It just kind of adds some prospecting info to the map. It's kind of made for multiplayer, but it's handy in single player as well. Just lets you track things a little better. Rock Strata Variety was another recommendation from my World Gen mod, which we haven't got to yet. But it basically just kind of makes the rock a little more realistic. It's kind of in layers. Snow caps just put snow up on the top of mountains. Kind of neat mod. Step Up Advanced saves your space bar. You can walk up one block. You don't have to jump up one block. Very handy. Sorry, my voice is a little rough. Terra Pretty. This is the main World Gen mod that I'm using. And it just makes the World Gen better. The one complaint I have with the Vintage Story is the World Gen. It just makes maps that are weird. This makes it a more natural landscape. AR Carol 38. Good morning, good morning. And we got No Totem. Welcome. And yeah, it's been a long time since I played Vintage Stories. I'm looking forward to hopping back into it. So yeah, this completely overhauls the world gen. It just makes it more better. This stuff here is just part of the game. The game itself runs on mods, basically. And then we got another big world gen, watersheds. And it just makes, it's another thing that ties in with Terra Pretty. It's recommended by Terra Pretty. Just to get some like more natural erosion, stuff like that. And then the good old zoom button. It just lets you zoom in, basically change your field of view by holding Z. And that's it. The only thing that really changes the gameplay is the world gen stuff. Everything else is pretty standard. So let's hop in and let's create a world. I have done some testing with various settings. I use the world gen settings recommended by Terra Pretty. And I've made a couple tweaks to that, but we're going to do a standard play. I usually don't play with the lower stuff on and the temporal stuff because I just kind of find it boring. But I'm going to try a regular play on this one. So I'm going to click edit here, and what I can do is I can copy all those settings. And I'm going to use the new game, but it's going to be the same seed as well. So create new world with seed, and I'm going to push Control V, and it'll paste in all the settings that I had here, which is nice. The main thing I changed here was when you drop items, the default is 10 minutes. I changed it to an hour. On survival, I don't think I changed anything here. No, I did. I want to change this. I like the soil sideways instability turned on, and cave-ins as well. So we're going to turn those on. I think everything else pretty much stayed the same. Temporal stability, I think this is kind of dumb, but I'm going to leave it default for this save anyway. I did change to sleep during temporal storms allowed, because like I said, I just find the temporal storms especially, they're just boring. It doesn't really do anything for me. World Gen is where the most changes are, and like I said, I just went with the Terra Pretty recommendations. I don't remember exactly what it changed. I think land cover scale, an upheaval rate, maybe landform scale. You can find their recommended settings on their mod page. And yeah, there we go. Oh, and it bumps the world height up to 448 for Terra Pretty. So we're going to hit apply on that. Kerbo's Cave Story. Sure. But we're going to change that to Kerbo YouTube. Yay. And it's going to be standard playthrough. All right, great world. Off we go. So the main thing, as always, is going to be food. We need to get established with a cooking pot and stuff as quickly as we can. And this is just warning us because the default world gen doesn't like world height over 256. But Terra Pretty handles that just fine. True man settings. Yeah, you can set it however you want. It's very, very customizable. How's it going, Tarson? And I just like having cave-ins and sideways soil. It just makes sense. It seems silly to have like floating blocks to me, but to each their own. There's nothing wrong with playing how you want to play. And I normally, like I've done 2 or 3 series, I think, on this, and they've been Homo sapiens mode for the most part. All right, I'm going to use last selection. Got my normal little dude here. And we're just going to be a commoner. There are various classes if you haven't seen Vintage Story before. There's various classes. A lot of times I'll do Hunter. You get a bonus on some stuff and some debuffs on others. There's a few different classes, mostly useful in a multiplayer setting. Oh, one thing I forgot to check in the world settings was the class-specific recipes. I'll have to do that real quick. All right, so if we confirm, commenter, just no positive or negative traits. You're just a person. Whee! All right, we'll let the chunks load in. Oh, we got some resin right away. Just click that. And there's auto map marker. Pop that on the map for me. We don't need to collect that right now. I'm going to go double check the class specific recipes, because if you're playing with multiplayer, it can make sense to have some recipes locked, per class. And then, oops, we go to here, click edit, customize. I don't remember where that's at. Is it down in here? More content. Somewhere in here is class specific recipes, I thought. It's under multiplayer? Aha! I didn't actually look at this because I wasn't playing multiplayer. Use of land claiming system. We don't need land claiming. We don't need that, and we don't need the auction house. So we're just going to turn all those off. There we go. Save, and then back in. Yeah, there's a lot of new changes in 1.22. So I've got a lot to learn. We're kind of in the forest, aren't we? Death cap. That's probably not worth eating. But if we do a shift H, we can bring up the handbook on whatever we're looking at, and you can see it does minus 50 HP. So that would kill us pretty much instantly. Hence the name. It's super handy too when you bring up the handbook. By default, it pauses the game so you can read the handbook. And the handbook has like everything in it about how to play the game. It's all right in the game. So I want to look around for some flint. We're going to need some sticks. Get kind of our basic tools going. So we got some branchy leaves. Bust those up. There's some flint right over here. I'm going to left click on that. That'll mark it on my map. That's lead, which we can make lead pane windows at some point. A lot of forests around here. Let me know how the sound level is. I haven't streamed or played this in quite a while. The music seems a little loud to me. I usually don't have music even on in games. I'm gonna change that to like 2%. But when I'm streaming this, it kind of, it's got a vibe going. So we'll do it. So you can see here the pine forest is kind of just a little more clumped up. If we bring up the map, yeah, there's a lot of forest here. So I might want to head just keep heading west. We got a lot of forest. I want water for cattails. So yeah, we'll keep heading this direction. Oh, and I can sprint with shift. It's awesome. So glad they decoupled that in the settings. Now forests are dangerous because there'll be wolves and bears. Wild blueberry bush ripening. There's no berries on it yet, so they've redone berries completely. They have like stats now, and you can grow them. It's pretty cool. All right, a little bit of flint here. Not sure what I'm hearing, but I'm gonna basically run through the forest, I think, unless we find some good mushrooms. No, those are slightly bad. Jack-o'-lantern, I think, are fine. Nope, never mind. Don't eat those either. It wouldn't hurt to grab some horsetail. I gotta relearn all the mushrooms. Glad I checked, because I would have swore the jack-o'-lantern was okay. Almond mushrooms, those are surely fine. Yeah, these are fine. So we'll grab some of these to eat along the way. Oh crap, there's a bowtorn. It's one of the mobs. Run away! Oh, I want sticks. Oh, there's a wolf. Run! Forests are dangerous. I forgot that mobs will spawn right away by default. So we need to get the heck out of here. So let's just run through this forest. Hope we don't run into too many. Oh crap. There's a giant cave. Okay, good. We have cattails around this giant body of water. So that is good news. Okay, I don't think anything followed me. What was that? Oh, it's a chicken. Okay. All right, yeah, let's get away from the forest. Bad things spawn there. I don't know. I didn't know the bowtorn would spawn during the day like that. I'm not sure about the rules, because I usually play with that stuff turned off. First thing I want to make is a knife. And again, I'm using the Napster mod, so I don't have to move my wrist so much. Let's get a knife going, and we can get some cattails, which will let us make a backpack. Should be awesome. Let's get all this stuff moved down here. I only managed to get one mushroom before I had to run away like a coward. Yeah, the Halloween name, I guess, means bad, rather than just being called a pumpkin mushroom. So if you right-click on something with an empty slot, it'll pick it up. That's why I keep switching to an empty slot. Where are you? Very foggy over here. All right, I think it takes, does it take 10? So if we do this, we can make a basket. We can fill in these slots, and that gives us more inventory space. I'm going to pop this stuff up in there into my backpack. Same with you. And then we need 4 of those hand baskets to fill out our inventory space. Also keeping an eye out for clay. Clay is going to be super important to get started. Yeah, maybe he spawned in a cave, Tarson. It's a good point. Just looking back over the chat. Yeah, exactly, Tarson Talon. You'll have this stuff floating in the midair. That's kind of weird, but at least when you touch it, it'll collapse like it should. I imagine that's just a performance thing. It doesn't. You don't want to be doing physics for like the whole chunk if you don't have to. Is this that's sandstone? Okay, so we're in a sandstone biome, which isn't great. Sandstone's kind of weak, not good for much. Got some quartz bits, which you don't necessarily need. It doesn't mark those even. I had a really good world started. I'd played a little over an hour. But I thought I'd start from scratch on the stream. So I was just at the point where I'd made a cooking pot and was making my first meal on that save. Alright, we got enough cattails now. We can make another basket. I think we need one more. Keep hitting tab for inventory. There we go. Alright, we just need 10 more for a basket, and we need some for making bandages. Ooh, peat. Mark that. It's good fuel. That's a good sign, too. If it's moist enough for peat, there's probably some clay around here somewhere. Is there a mod to be able to have a big ship able to live? I'm not sure. There's thousands of mods. Or at least hundreds of mods. I don't know. I've not seen one, but that doesn't mean it's not out there. Field mushroom, those are good. Oh, that harvested the sand too. Weird. We'll put that back. Sell some flint. I don't think I need to burn up my knife durability. I usually change the tool durability. I didn't this time. So the tools, you burn through them really quickly. Alright, we got a bunch of mushrooms here. So that's good. If we can find some clay, we could get a pit kiln going and get some real food. The food lasts, or it gives you a lot more nutrition if you cook it with like other stuff. So we need to make a cooking pot. To make a cooking pot, we need clay and a pit kiln. There's a ton of mushrooms here. Those are all marked on my map. Yeah, a lot of field mushrooms. Cool. A few more cattails. Cattails are life. Early game, we need a bunch of these. They've added fishing, so I can make a fishing pole. I'm not sure about bait, though. I think you need... The bait making is pretty in-depth, but I think maybe you can make bait from fennel. I need to look that up. Might be like a starting fish bait. Okay, we can make our last hand basket. That gives us our full available inventory. And I've got some sticks. Let's go ahead and make the rest of our tools here. We'll start looking around. Quite a bit of clear area here. We need to find clay. That's our next thing. I think that's a trader. Yeah, there's a trader over there. Are these berries ready? Oh, it is ripe. Look at that. There's some wild raspberries. Let's go ahead and eat those. Those are pretty good nutrition for a berry. Nice. Okay, let's make some tools. So we're going to need an axe. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get used to having the enemies in there because I usually play with them off. I like Homo sapiens mode. It's more about survival. And then I need a spearhead. There we go. This will be all our basic tools. So we got our spear, got our shovel, got our axe. There we go. Alright, we got a bunch of mushrooms over here. That's all good. Now we're getting back into a granite biome. Granite's better just because you can actually use this to nap up the flint. You can put flint down and use a granite stone to nap it. Granite sand. Some more forest over there. Got a ton of mushrooms. There's got to be clay around here somewhere. I need to resist the urge to sprint everywhere because that'll burn up my energy quicker. Yeah, there's got to be clay here somewhere. Let's go have a look over by the trader. Some rapids up there. This might not be a bad place to settle. Oops. Yeah, medium fertility soil. Bunch more mushrooms. Uh-oh. Nightbot got somebody. Tarson. Probably caps or something. Let me view the... Yeah, too many capital letters there, Tarson. What's up, Talus? Yeah, I was glad to get BeamNG working as well. I was on clay. Are you sure? The medium fertility soil with sparse grass can look... Oh, no, you're right. Yep, it's right here. The top of this can look a lot like the sparse grass. Kind of want to dig that out and see how the water mechanics works, but we'll leave it alone. We're surrounded by mushrooms. If I can get, we need to get a pit kiln going. I want to see what this trader's got real quick, and then we'll get the pit kiln going. You used to be able to use the trader's bed to sleep, but they changed that so you can't interact with anything at the trader. So no more cheese in that. What's up, sir? Haven't seen you around here before. You just wake up? I think so. What's your name, bud? Mustafa. You are a local goods, survival goods supplier. Alright, cool. So he's got some stuff, and we can sell him this stuff, buy this stuff. I don't have any gears. Alright, you have fun. Oh, there's a couple of you in here. We got a furniture trader. Okay, so this is like an outpost. That's why it's so big, I guess. So you used to be able to like use their chests and sleep in their beds and all that good stuff. They've taken that option away. Well, no, this says I'm tired enough to sleep. The other trader in my other save, I couldn't sleep in their bed, so I thought they took that away. Maybe it still gives you that message unless you can actually sleep, and then it tells you you can't sleep there. That might be a thing. Alright, we got some mature spelt. We have enough of that to make some porridge, maybe? That's interesting. Oh, it's too close to the trader. I see. Try reading your screen. I don't need seeds right now, so I'm gonna put those on the ground. Yeah, there's so many mushrooms over here. Very cool. What's up, Heli Pilot? Yeah, I'm doing all right. Can't complain too much. Nobody wants to hear me complain. Hope you're doing well. So pretty. All right, let's get a pit kiln going. Post haste. I think I'll do that pretty close to the trader. So we had some peat. I need to go get some peat and I need to get some clay. The peat works well for pit kilns and it's faster. Wolfie right over there by the trader. Hopefully he leaves us alone. Actually, I need some grass too for a bed. If I can't use the trader bed, I'll need to make my own bed. So since we're going to be digging up clay, we might as well get the grass off of it. I think I need about 24 grass for a bed, if I remember right. And then we're going to need a bunch of grass for the pit kiln as well. I just need one pit kiln to get started. We need a cooking pot, we need a bowl, we need a crucible. And I think I'll make a crock as well. Remember exactly how much grass I need. Something like that. Mr. Wolfie staying over there. So that's forest right there next to the trader. So wolves will spawn there. So we'll grab like a stack of clay. I love the sound that makes when you pick it up. It's very satisfying. Yeah, you stay over there. There we go. A stack of clay. Where was the peat? Peat was over here? I should have grabbed that when I was coming by. What's up, foxes? Woo! There's a lot of caves around here. I didn't do too much looking. I was wanting a mod that would make less caves. There's just way too many caves. Like every 30 feet there's a cave in Vintage Story. I don't know if there is such a mod. Alright, where's the peat? Peat was down here. So I'm gonna burn up some calories. Let's go get some peat and we'll be good to go. We'll make our pit kiln, I think, over there by the trader. There's the peat. Cattails. Again, I'm going to just destroy this grass when I dig the peat, so we might as well cut it and have it available for use. Need it for torches and starting fires and making a bed and making pit kilns. It's all useful. And there's our knife. That's why I usually turn the tool durability up to like 300%. What's up, Wabbit? Where'd the Wabbit go? Saw him hopping. He must have ran away while I wasn't looking. Let's see if we could get some Wabbit stew. Oh, they're down the beach here a ways. Think I can hit it from here? Nope. I'm not a hunter, so this spear throwing is a little off. Alright, let's get some peat going. It's going to be dark here soon. Wasted a lot of time. Also going to want some dirt for a shelter. How are we doing on stuff? Let's get our clay, grass. Let's get that up there. Oh, who's coming here? Yeah, it's getting dark. This is not good. Bad things come out in the dark. All right, we're gonna have to call that enough peat for now. We got a stack. Stack +1. So the angry brown butthole there, that is a rift. Make sure stability go down and bad things come out of the rifts. You like the caves in the Vintage Story? There's just too many, in my opinion. Alright, let's go over by the trader. We'll at least have a little bit of light. Get our pit kiln started. I need to get some dirt for a little base. Here we go. Good place for a pit kiln. Actually, the sand would be better. Any sand nearby? Not really. Okay. So I don't want to light the whole area on fire. Because fire will spread. Oh, crap. There's 2 wolves right there. Dadnabbit, I didn't want to fight wolves. Go away. Well, we're not making our pit kiln there. We're kind of surrounded by forest, unfortunately. I wanted to make it next to the trader. I don't know how close I can get to the trader. Darn it. And they're coming for me. I know he's chasing a rabbit or something. Yeah, it's getting dark. Well, change of plans. I want to make my pit kiln over here in the sand. I'll only end up with 3 medium soil. That's not enough. Okay, this will let me make packed dirt, which will not fall over. So I can do this, and then my pit kiln won't go out from the rain. Alright, I need my clay. It's going to get really dark. Sorry about that. We do need a crucible. I need a cooking pot. Stay away, wolfies. I should get a torch going. I know it's hard for you guys to see. I can see a little better, but YouTube makes things super dark. Let me do this. Let's do a fire starter. Then I need a torch. I'm getting too much stuff on me. Let me eat the spelt. Let me get this torch lit. Come on, baby. Yeah, I don't want to fight the wolves right now. I don't have the space for the stuff on them, and need to get. I've got higher priorities. Okay, now we can put that fire starter there. Plus, the bushmeat's not very good eating. The predators aren't very nutritious. Oh, you had salt under your house? Dang. Salt's always hard to find. At least for me. Okay, we'll put that in the pit kiln, and then we need a bowl. And a crock and a crucible. And that will fill up our pit kiln and we can get it fired. It'll take around 12 or 18 hours. I forget exactly how long it takes to fire. Alright, and we want a crock. So normally you would draw in each pixel individually. I'm using a mod called Napster, which lets me just hold down the button because my wrists are shot. RSI, carpal tunnel, all kinds of stuff going on there. So the less fine movements I have to do with my hands, the better. Alright, so we'll put you in there. We'll grab you. We'll put you in there. The last thing I need is a crucible. Red clay crucible. There we go. That's kind of the first 4 items I like to make. And then once we're ready to settle down, we'll start making like some storage and other stuff. But we're going to be on the move, I think. Although this wouldn't be a terrible area to set up shop. But I need to look around. I need to find, you know, copper ore, some source of like chalk or marble or something. For leather making, there's just a lot of stuff we need. Okay, now I need grass. Fill that up, and now I need sticks. Oh, I don't have enough sticks. Yeah, I need a bunch more sticks. And it's nighttime. And there's wolves around. Awesome. So we got that going for us. Oh, and there's a bow torn. We got baddies out. Nice. I think I need 8 sticks. So we're looking for branchy leaves. Yeah, I'm probably gonna die. We got a bow torn after us, which is not great. Come here, you. A bow and arrow. I don't know that I really need that, but okay. Can I put that on the ground? Nope. Sticks. I need sticks. I forget. How do I put that in my offhand? I don't remember the controls. Do. Select tool, journal, carry on. Exchange. There it is. Alright, this is going to burn more calories. No, go away. I don't want you. But I need some more sticks. Is 8 enough? I don't remember. We're going to need more for tools and whatnot. Remember if it's 8 or 12. Is that copper? Sure is. It's marked out on the map. Oh, I saw something shiny. Oh, dang it. Don't need any of you guys out here, okay? I'm trying to do stuff. I just want to get a pickle going. Okay, sticks. And then peat. More peat. And then light you on fire. Yay! Okay, let's see if we can use the trader bed. I don't know if we can or not. Where was your door? There it is. What's running around in here? A deer? Don't kill me. Don't kill me. I'm gonna die to a deer. Holy crap. Yeah, I see you out there. I closed the door, right? Okay, we got some meat we can cook. Oh my goodness gracious. Can I use your bed? Oh, I can use their bed. Wow. Yeah, it was a tough deer. What's going on, Cernian? Holy crap. It's all falling apart. Alright, I need some emergency food. So let's do this. Yeah, I don't need the sand. Thanks for playing though. Flipping bow torn out there. Can't get anything done. I want these bones. I think I can make a more durable knife. Oh no, because the deer died in here, I can't get the bones. Well, that's a bummer. What's up, my dude? My spear's almost dead. Can I build stuff in here? No. Well, crap. Alright, let's run away from the Bowtorn. I just like the survival stuff. The lore stuff kind of just gets in the way. That's why I'm not really a fan. But we'll power through it. The enemies aren't hard, they're just tedious. Alright, I wanted an extra spear. Alright, so this has about 11 minutes left, real time. Ow! Where are you? You're hiding behind that tree. Yeah, I see you. You gotta be coming up out of the caves. This is why I made bandages. I'm gonna be starving soon. I need to get some stuff going. These I think are... yeah, these are fine. The red wine caps are fine. I have to live off mushrooms here for a bit. I want to make a stew, but I don't have my cooking pot made yet. Yeah, the wolves barely give any sustenance, Starson. That's what I'm saying. It's... and I don't have the inventory space, really, to grab stuff. Plus, there's 2 wolves, so the chances of me dying are pretty high. Okay, we got a little bit of time now bought by eating the things. I don't really need the bow and arrows. Can you use those with your bow? Where'd that go? Now I can't find it. There it is. So if I hit H on that. Just show. Additional piercing damage. I'm not sure what that means. So regular bow and arrow. Oh, it doesn't add any to what the bow has. Okay. So if I do a crude arrow. Maybe you can actually use those with the bow. Which I can't make right now because I don't have the stuff. Alright, so we got a bunch of time left on that. We just need to gather up things. What I probably should do is... Maybe I should just make a little base here, because the bow torns are going to be relentless. So let's do this. We stack our peat up. We can turn this into firewood. Stack the firewood up. Rawhide, I'll keep that on me actually. Grass, I've got a couple. Let's throw those down on the ground. That frees up a little bit of space. Goes down. Yeah, the wolves are easy to kill. I don't need to kill them right now. They're easy to kill when they're individuals anyway. You got two, it's a little more tricky. Alright, let's turn this into packed dirt. Here we go. And there's our shovel broken. Surprised I can't... Yeah, I can't lean that up or anything. I guess I need to just make a reed chest. Make it easier to put some of the stuff in. Do I need like 24 cattails for that? I forget. It's a few. Also, I need to heal up more. What's up, Dave? There we go. Now we're healed all the way. Yeah, I think it's... I'm pretty sure it's 24 cattails. Let me grab 24. And then, is it that? Can't remember how to make the chest now. Reed chest. Oh, it's 3 all around. Right. So do it. Oops. Oh, dang it. Come on. Ta-da! Okay. Apparently this is our base. Actually, I don't want to do that. I want to put it over here so it doesn't catch on fire. Alright, and then stuff we can't stack, we can throw it in there. That will be fine. We'll use those for a stew. Fresh for 23 hours. Yeah, we'll stick it in there. Perfect. I need to make another shovel. need to get some sticks, too. I need to make another... Just knock out a reed chest. Alright, we'll get you, and then... Mr. Shovel. Already made his spear. We're gonna need another knife soon, but that's fine. Okay, what was I doing? Dirt. As soon as we get the cooking pot, we're going to be in a lot better shape. Because those meals will satiate us a lot longer. We've got a ton of mushrooms around to make mushroom soup. Dirt. Dirt. I need 4 more of you. Also, I need to get some stuff growing. If we're going to settle here, I need to get some stuff growing. There we go. Now we got some packed dirt. Reliquate all these plants. Hey, Captain Guru, how's it going? There we go. Now we got a lot of packed dirt. We can start making some kind of a little hovel. Brother. Those down. How much longer we got on this? Another minute 40 and we'll have our cooking pot. Excellent. Go away, wolf. I need a lot more dirt, but this is a start. This is enough of a hovel to get started. Yeah, that's too high everywhere except the door. That's not how you make hay bales. That's how you make hay bales. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make our bed. Bed will go there. Heavy collapsed chest. Well, look at you. Cool. I didn't know that was a thing. Just found some buried treasure. Yeah, Dave, it's a standard gameplay. Mixing it up a little bit. Alright, you can go... What's happening? There we go. Okay, first thing I want is the cooking pot, which I think is that guy. I hear you, Wolfie. We're coming for you, Wolfie, eventually. Just you wait. The days are numbered. I just can't be bothered at the moment. Okay, hovel acquired. And I'll leave this here. We'll keep this our pit kiln. That's fine. Take that. We're gonna take this. Sun's going down again. Need the grass down here. We're gonna have our fire pit in this corner. Have our firewood over here. Going to grab our cooking pot. Put that on the fire. It's time to make some. I keep hitting E on that, and that's not how that works. Not how that works at all. There we go. Hefty red meat field mushroom stew. Heck yeah. Get that percolating. So what I like using carry-on for is you can actually just pick up stuff and move it. Rather than having to empty it out and then move it. Like so. Okay, let's get a storage vessel going. In the old pit kiln. Tarson's really fixated on those wolves. That's my bushmeat storage system. Keeps it fresh. Man, this is slow. It's actually faster once I get to here. I can turn on the regular duplicate layer. And that's actually faster. 23 deer steaks. No, it was goat steaks, wasn't it, in DayZ? I haven't played DayZ in 6 years, I realized on Steam the other day. Yep. Yeah, at the beginning I tend to do priorities, right? Like hunting the wolves is a non-priority. I don't need to hunt the wolves at all right now. I've got way more important stuff to do, in my opinion. So here we are. Making clay pots. This is too slow. Alright, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do doink, 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 and then doink. Ta-da! Oh, we got more. We got more doinks. Move this very carefully. It's nice they got the little preview on there now. That's new. Ta-da! Alright, you go in there. You go in there. Oh, I don't have enough sticks. I need more sticks. And it's getting dark again. It's the story of my life. Alright, we're looking for Branchy. Branchy leaves. Branchy leaves. You can kind of see the brown in them when they're branchy leaves. Oh, there's a rift right over there, naturally. Nope, wrong button. There we go. Rat button. Okay. Our stew should be done, in theory. So there's my hay bale door. Grab our bowl. Ready? It's our first actual meal. Oh, it tastes so good. Num num num. Alright, keep that in there. I really need a cellar, but I don't have a cellar at the moment. Alright. Let's go ahead and fill that. I wasn't sure if I was going to have enough blocks. Hey! None of that crap. Yeah, I'm not going to have enough for everything. Let's make sure our fire's covered up. That's the main thing. Okay, our fire and our bed's covered up. Sun's going down. Alright, we'll throw our clay in there for now. Picked up a wild vine somewhere. Oh, we got an oak seed. Nice. Plant an oak tree. I have quite enough to make stew out of that. We need to go on a mushroom gathering spree tomorrow. Let's make sure our bowl is full. Can we do that? Not sure we can do that. 0.8, so yeah, I think we have to use the crock for that. That's fine. We'll leave that on the fire. It's fresh for 6 days, sitting there on the fire, so that's good. Got a bunch of nasties outside. Oh, crap! Crap! I can't get out of bed! It wouldn't let me out of bed! I forgot these shivers can climb. They can climb! Need more packed dirt. It's a little dark in here. There we go. Yeah, I forgot the shivers. I haven't played with this stuff on since they added this. I don't think. Alright, now we're good. Half dead, but we're good. Yeah, if I had the inventory space, I'd have more spears, but since I'm not hunting the wolves, I don't need the spears. I can use inventory space for other stuff. Alright, I don't need to carry the fire starter around, so let's keep that there. It is 5 in the morning, so the baddies will be going away soon-ish. I kind of want a window. So I can see out. But I think I'll put stuff above it, so hopefully the shivers can't climb in. Yeah, I see you out there. Oh, man. He's fired right as I came out. I was hoping I could get out the door and dodge. See, these are just tedious. I just... That's my whole thing with the mobs. They're just tedious. They're not difficult. They're just tedious. That's why I usually don't play with this crap on, but... Anywho, we'll try that. Oh, he shot me right through the window. You bastard. Come here, you. Alright, any more of you bastards around here? Mushroom stew for days. Some more of these red... Where's the red guys at? Here, there. Let's get 6 of each. Then I need some more horsetail. Need one more puffball too. Whee! It's like Mushroom Valley over here. Okay, I need some horsetail, so we need to go to the forest. Grab my crock. I'm gonna grab you, and then we're gonna get some other stew going here. I thought you could do this. Yeah, mushroom stew. We can do all those together and make a stew out of it. Should get another torch. Do. I'm out of grass? No. There we go. Now I got the torch. Axe is just about toast. So we need some more stick. We need so much stuff. It's all good, Tarson. I mean, everybody has their own way of doing things. Ooh, oh, I already marked that copper, so we're good. Let's see. Let's get some flint down here. We need an axe head. I think we need to run to the forest. I need more bandages because we're going to keep taking damage from the silly mobs. So we need to plan for that. I already had an axe, but we're going to be chopping some trees, so it's all good. Alright, let's grab a quick bite from that. Perfect. Grab another bowl full. Make sure we're topped off. for adventures. That's empty. We still got 0.7 left. Excellent. Let's head for the forest. Actually, now that I've got the space, I think I might eliminate. What I should do is dig a pit and get the wolves in there. Because if I kill them, they'll just respawn. So there's that. Yeah, I need to go in the forest to get some horsetail. I need to chop some trees and get some sticks. Get some firewood built up. Let's grab that. There's our extra spear. Oak branchy leaves. There we go. Oh yeah, we had our seed. Let's get our seed planted. That's not a seed. That's a seed. Cranberry bushes. Very nice. Little baby wolf up there. Oh no, that's full grown. There's a little baby right there. What's up, Wolfie? Can I get just one of you down here? Yeah, you guys stay over there. I'm just looking for some horsetail. I don't think this area is lush enough. For the horsetail. Mark that. Well, there's still berries, Dave, but the way they grow and stuff is completely different. There's a deer, but... Oh, we got a slate biome over here. So, like, here's a berry bush. They're ripening. This would be a really good one to get a cutting from and start raising. So you can, like the fruit trees, you can now graft them and stuff, I think. I don't know the whole story behind it, but you can still pick berries and eat them. They just don't, like, grow back super quick and all that stuff. There's a whole growth cycle to them now. Looks like turnips maybe over here. Nice. Mature turnips. We'll take you. Get some turnips growing. Those are good. So berries are no longer like the instant, you know, go-to early game food. You can't just pick up a berry bush and relocate it. You have to plant it, and then they take time to grow. All that good stuff. What's up, Hades? Cool, I like this slate. That's good for making, like, slate tile roofs and stuff, if I remember right. They look really good. Oh, I missed my shears. That's for sure. All right, maple tree. Got some chickens. What's up, chickens? So, like, here's a cranberry bush. I can eat the cranberries. I don't need to eat the cranberries. I can eat them. We need some horsetail. Get some spelt going. Yeah, I'm not seeing the horsetail. Up, chickens. So to move these, I'd have to like use a knife and take a cutting. And you can see they've got different, like these got, this would be a really bad bush. Some of them have good buffs. I'm going to chop down this pine tree. How about that? So the extra info mod, that gives me the little progress bar up there. Just let you know how far along you are on various things. The whole idea was to get some horsetail. Still haven't seen any horsetail yet. There it is. Now we got some horsetail. Mushrooms. I saw orange up there. I thought it might be the resin. There we go. Finally got some horsetail. Uh, 28 sticks. That's a good start. Oh yeah, 16 is what they stack to. Apparently there was a berry back there. We got a lot of grains and stuff around, so that's nice. Eventually, we can make. Eventually, we can make bread. We need some fire clay. And growing. Got it. So we got some crops we can get going. Oh wow! Look at that fish. Big old catfish. Nice. I'm out of inventory space, so we should probably head back towards Yield Base. I'm just passing through. Oh crap. I missed him. That's right. You run away. Showed him who's boss. Yeah, surprise, surprise. Who'd have thunk it? Okay, our storage vessel's done, which means we can make a cellar now. Yeah, I'm completely out of space. Just in case some baddies wander by. Let's get our firewood situation sorted out. Do. Okay, that's all the firewood. Excellent. I need to get I need to make a hoe. I need to get the storage vessel underground. We got a lot of stuff to do. Need to chop down some more trees. Keep hitting the wrong button. Alright, none of you are food, but I want to put you guys in there. So in here, we want to put perishable stuff. Bowl of food is fine on me. Okay, everybody remember that's where our stuff's at, okay? It's right there. Somewhere. Right there, I think. It's right next to the sand. There we go. Okay, so we got our food storage away. I kind of need a door, but we're not quite there yet. Add one more piece of dirt. We turn that into packed dirt. Right? There we go. Hoe. We need to get a hoe going. Yeah, I can use the chest as well for the non-perishable stuff. Okay, we've got ourselves a hoe. Ho, ho, ho. We need some of this medium fertility soil. Let's get a garden going. How many seeds do I have? 4? Not a great start, but it's a start. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tab is not your inventory, for those of you playing along at home. Okay, we got some food growing. Now, I believe they have reworked the animals, so they definitely come for plants now. That's what I've heard through the grapevine. So we're going to need to do something about that. And I think that something might be a pit, maybe? I don't know. Let's move all these stupid flowers. Actually, we can burn those in my pit here. Good way to get rid of them. So I think the animals will come over here and try to eat these. I think that's definitely a thing now. It used to be broken. So I really need some kind of fence, but I can't make a fence yet because I don't have a saw. I can't make a saw because I don't have copper. So we could make like a dirt fence, I guess? Maybe? I need a lot more packed dirt. That much I know. They may still go out in the water and get in there. I'm not sure. We'll have to see how that works out. You're just granite stones. Oh, there's peat right here. Yeah, we don't have to go very far for peat now, do we? They will, Road Rookie. That's why I'm getting more packed dirt to make it too high. They can't go over too high blocks. At least the deer and the rabbits and stuff can. So I need a bunch more packed dirt. Apparently I need another shovel. So they may just walk around and go in the water. I'm not sure. Oh, what's up, Piggy? How you doing? Would you like to become a stew? You alone? Okay, you're kind of chill. No babies right now. You old stack of peat there. So we will eventually want more of a garden. So I can put one there and one there, and then sideways it'll still get water. I think that's how that works. I remember correctly. What you saying, Wolfie? You're healed up and you're back for more? Not sure where Mr. Wolfie was coming from. The only real similarity it has with Minecraft is it's a block game. Other than that, it's completely different. Very, very in-depth survival game. Survival crafting, building game. And it's got some lore to it. Monsters and stuff. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that. I don't know if that's going to be enough of a fence to keep the animals out. If they're just going to go around in the water, then we'll have to do something else. Let me take a look here at the handbook. Oh, that's right. We can make a wattle fence with sticks. Right. Okay, we'll do that. Then I'll just have to have one high on the fence. Yeah, I forgot you can make that without having a saw. So I need a bunch more sticks. Running through the forest is a good way to get sticks. It's also a good way to get killed. So there's that. So we'll look for these bushes with sticks in them. We'll occasionally get a seed and we can plant trees. We'll get trees around here. Oh crap. The whole drifter scared the crap out of me. Yeah, they're completely different games. It's not really a competition. They can each be their own thing. Not everybody wants a super in-depth survival crafting experience. Some red clay. Where are you going, drifter boy? Got a temporal gear for me? Nope. Alright, it's getting dark, so that's a good sign. We need to go back home. We can make rope out of these vines, so we'll grab those. Few more sticks. Yeah, right, Thomas? Never have enough of anything. Alright, something killed a rabbit here. Let's see if we can get anything useful off of it. They still haven't fixed that? If there's grass, sometimes you can't harvest the animals. There we go. They still haven't fixed that. Nope, nothing usable on it. However, we can get the bones, which I couldn't get before because they died in the trader. I think they've changed up the bones. I don't think I can make anything with these bones, necessarily. We'll have to see. A lot has changed since I played. I should probably... Sorry, my phone is going off. I should probably, what am I saying? I should probably do something. My phone was going off. I was making sure it wasn't working. Completely lost my train of thought. What can we make with this? We can just make bone meal. Okay. So the bigger bones... I believe you can... Can you still make a bone knife? Bone knife. Bone. Yep. You need the bigger bones for that. Which you can get from like deer and larger animals. Bone meal we can fertilize with, so I guess we'll stick that in there for now. And I'm going to put that... I liked having a window, but the Bowtorn can shoot me right through that, so we'll just not have that. I think that's the play. Oh, and then, right, since I have... Since I have the crock, I should put that down in the cellar. Do that before we... Put you in the cellar, and then we'll put a pack dirt there, and then I can tell where it's at. This is my temporary door. Hay bales. I've only got the one croc. For now. You get more stuff fired. There's just so much to do early game. It's a little bit overwhelming sometimes. So let's do that. Let's make another set of crocs. Well, I don't know. Am I going to settle down here? Or should I travel some more? That's what I can't decide. I don't want to get too established, and then it's harder to move. Yeah, I might venture out from here. Rather than staying here. Need to do some traveling. Alright, don't need the hoe on me. I don't need the vine, so I've got 3 now. I think, can I make... Wait, what's that? A vine headband. Oh, that's new. I can make some rope with that. Oh, right, I had seeds in here. Need to plant those. So I do need the hoe, because I need to make one more thing. Alright, let's go ahead and sleep through the night. It's not better than hay for me, Thomas, because it breaks randomly. And if you're getting chased into your house by something, I don't want it to break randomly. So that's why I usually use hay when I'm dealing with the mobs. So better is subjective. Alright, it is 4 in the morning, so it's going to be getting light soon. It's fairly light. Oh, shoot. No! Let me in! Need more cattails for bandages. Right? Yeah, I'm out of cattails. You get a decent amount of sticks, though. Got 50 sticks now. I need the grass for the pit kiln. Clay, that's what I was gonna do. I got completely distracted by my phone. Is there anything else I want to make before we, like, travel? Oh yeah, they have oil lamps now. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, the wattle fin. I mean, there's a lot of stuff like that that I just don't like the look of. I think we're good. I think we're good for now. Alright, did anything eat my crops overnight? I don't know that they'll eat them yet because they're not eaten by wild animals. No! Alright, well they apparently just go through the water. Alright. Well, now we know. If I remember right, it was this. Let's go with 20 and see how we get along. Yeah, so they just go through the water. Now we know. I am out of shovel. Let's fix that. Okay. Let's get our garden situation fixed. They killed my turnips. This will be kind of at least our, it'll be at least our, like, temporary base. these stupid grass things. Okay, we're gonna have a small garden here. It's not gonna be huge. Alright, turnips are dead, but we can... Oh, we can replant them. Nice. Wasn't sure if that was a thing. Okay, fence. Unless it's changed, I can jump over this, right? No, you can't. Alright, never mind. So we can't jump over that. So I need to make a gate to get in. So handbook again. So we do wattle. Wattle gate is just 3 sticks and the knife. Okay. And I need to make another knife. I was really hoping to make a bone knife because they last a little longer. But alright, now I can get in through the gate. Animals can't jump over the fence. Yay! And then I can use these extras as a window. Doink! So this is our little window. We can see what the daylight's doing outside. And then in theory, the bowtorns can't shoot me in the face. Ta-da! I don't think anything can get down through there. That's all good. We got an extra sand. We'll throw you in there. We had a scythe. These are nice. Oh, we can get a bone from the bony ribcage. Okay. Yay, we got some bones. Let's make a bone knife for when our knife breaks then. Make a bone axe too, but I've already got a bunch of axes, so that's fine. We'll use them for knives. Bone knife, durability 150, and this are 130, so that's not a lot, but early game it's something. And then we can just use this guy for storage, right? Chest of rubble. Oh, once you take stuff out of it, you can't use it anymore. Whoops! We're a long way from making glue, so we'll just do that. Very aged wooden planks. Okay. Cool. That's a block we can use. Very nice. Let's get some dirt to fill that in. Sure, that'll work. And we'll get rid of you. Okay, we've blown through a whole nother day now. What do I need to do? I was going to get some grass. So the scythe is nice. Normally you wouldn't have this till you're in the Metal Age. So it lets you do stuff like that. Just got the one spear, huh? That's a bummer. Got him. Here you go, Tarson. Are you happy now? We killed a wolf. Oh, they give you fat and stuff too. Cool. Oh, it's on the trader lands. Dadgummit. That's a real shame. I understand why they did that, but I'm not a huge fan of that new mechanic. Okay, we got some stew left in there. Let's put this in our storage here. I need to render that fat down at some point. That's a new thing. We'll throw those in there. Put that there. Her door in there. I need to get some cattails and make some bandages. Let's do that. Yeah, I just did the standard poke, poke, poke with a spear. Then when they run away, you hit them once with the thrown spear. Super easy. I'm glad you're getting some cleaning done. It's never a bad thing. Let's see, 9:20. We still got some time. I may just take some stuff and go exploring. Let's get some bandages made, though. I always forget to order those. So we'll take a stack of bandages with us. Let's make enough to make another reed chest. I could just use my clay storage container, now that I think about it. Yeah, we can just use the clay. I'm not using it all for food right now. We don't necessarily need that or that or that yet. We'll put... We can find sticks on the way, so we'll throw that in there. We can get rid of the grass. We'll throw the cattails and those in there. We can find more flint on the way. I've got an axe. I've got a backup knife. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, and then the rest of the stuff. Yeah, I didn't count the stabs. It's like 5 or 6 or something like that. So we'll put that, that, and that in there. So 5 or 6 stabs, and once they run away, then you just toss the spear once. And you're good, even with a flint spear. It's easy to kill them. Okay, let's do this. Let's eat that. And I'm not sure we're going to have time to travel today. I was going to make some more mushroom stew real quick to take with us. Whee. Wait, what was that? Dead wabbit. Yeah, good enough. This is stone. Sometimes the granite looks like it has copper in it. Okay, we need to cook up some stuff. So let's do that. And then I need one more to add to it. That's alright. I can't remember if 2 is enough to cook or if you need 4. We might need 4. Might as well cook. Actually, can I make bait from that? Oh, that's what the fennel is for. Okay, so we need to find some fennel. Only 2 days, huh? Eh, we'll chance it. Fennel's out there, I just haven't ran across it yet. Yeah, we still got our spare axe. So I just need to take the cooking pot with us. Alright. It is not, it's just coming up on noon. Let's head to the kind of westish. Let's head over this direction. Don't sprint everywhere, dummy. Gotta love that crimson maple. We'll go for a little stroll. Whee! Since it's not wintertime, we'll just swim across. It's really foggy. Wouldn't hurt to have a stick or 2 on us. Brown sedge. What's that? Thatch? It's just a plant. Okay. So you can use it to grow thatch. Okay, here, rapids. What if that's underneath us? No, I see him on the map. So there's a little spot of forest here. Oh yeah, just a little bit of rapids going on. I see what people mean by them being super loud. Different mushrooms. Get some snacks for the trip. Witch's hat. That's probably bad. Oh boy. Yeah, those rapids are quite noisy. Alright, let's climb up this hill and see what we got. I can see my house from here. Sort of. There it is. Let's see, is it F3? No. F4? There it is. Alright, let's get away from the rapids. They're everywhere. They're very, very loud. There's a lot of caves. Some peat, go ahead and mark that. Oh, hey, Wolfie. We'll go over here. Can't hear myself think. Yeah, the auto map marker just marks it anyway, so it's all good. How far away do I have to get from these rapids? Holy crap. Actually, did they add a separate setting for that? No, okay. Man, that is crazy. Or is that a bug? Because now I don't hear it. Maybe that's a bug. Wolves over here too. So it came from that forest? And you can turn off the animal aggressiveness if you want, because the wolf wouldn't normally attack a human unprovoked. Unless they were really hungry and thought you were deer. The raccoon stuck in a bush. I'm trying to remember what the fennel looks like. I know I've seen it. It's kind of a big bushy looking thing. Need some of that for the fish bait. Is that fennel? Nope, cow parsley. Alright, since I'm marking these on the map with the auto map marker, I'm going to go ahead and start picking these up so we can get started on getting a hammer and a pickaxe. Wild strawberries. That's cool. And that's got nutrient uptake rating on it. Interesting. Let me pick those. And then I think with the knife... Can I take a cutting? Yeah, now we got a little cutting of that, which we can plant. And it's got strong rooted buff on it. Cool. Thought that might collapse. Cow parsley. A little bit of peat. We're getting more into forest. That's a fruit tree of some kind. Might dart down there and grab. Just mark its location, is what I meant to say. Black trumpet. Surprisingly edible. Alright. I'll just run up and punch that. It'll mark it on my map for me. Oh, we got some bees. Excellent. That will be handy later. Alright, here's sticks. This is a good way to get sticks if you're not getting eaten by a bear or a wolf. There's a trader over there. This is a very mushroom-rich area. Oh, we got a storm rolling in. What's up, baby bunny? Cute. Is that vines? Or is that moss? No, that's a vine. It's good for making rope, which we'll need to make a fishing pole. Which we may want at some point. If I can find some fennel or some licorice, make ourselves some bait. Wow, that's a lot of mushrooms. Heard footsteps. I'm not sure what that was from. Oh, there's the trader. Never make an armor stand? I'm pretty sure I've made one in the past. Unless I'm thinking of a different game. There's something up with armor stands these days. McRae, survival goods supplier. Alrighty. Aged short bed. You have a bed. I don't know if you'll let me sleep in it or not. Some traders do, some traders don't, so there must be some kind of rules. Alright, let's go on through this forest and we'll see what's on the other side. We'll break on through to the other side. Yeah, I think I had armor stand in my last playthrough, if I remember right. Possessed? Like actually possessed as a game mechanic or just a bug? Yeah, it's not great. Oh, just babbling. Gotcha. That's pretty funny. I didn't bring my bed, so I need to make another bed. In case we can't sleep in the trader bed. Really, wolf? Really? Ah, crap. Yep, really. Oh, there's multiple wolves. Screw that. Can't be bothered. Ooh, more peat. Another freaking wolf? What are you doing out here in the grasslands? Holy crap. Well, we're going to blow through a bunch of my bandages. Let's get up to at least half health. I'm going to get struck by lightning now. Just watch. Oh, man. Come on. Okay, we done here? Think this is enough? Grass. Holy crap. Alright, leave me alone. Oh, can you use just worms? For the, well, Tarzan got himself deleted again. Was it more capital letters? Chance being all weird, I can't click on it. Oh, it's because you used the funky letters. Now you bot. Okay. It's gonna be fresh for 3 days. We might make it back in time to render it. Might as well cook up the bush meat. I can't do much else with it. I don't have any firewood though, unfortunately. And there's wolfies out there. Alright, let's, we can sleep till about 3 in the morning. Let's do that. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you could use worms for bait. That's good that they have a use now. I haven't had much luck with the grunting stick. In my other save, I never could get any worms to appear. Okay, let's... I really would like to cook the bushmeat, but I don't have any, I don't have any firewood. There's peat nearby. But you know what? My spear is almost done. it would behoove me to make another one. Or possibly two. There's a lot of wolves out there. Oh, you have to use them in grass now. Okay. See, the grunting stick, was that a thing from the survival mod? I've used grunting stick a long time ago. I don't remember if it was a base game or a mod. I thought it was forest. It used to be forest. But if it's grass, then that's why I didn't have any luck. Really, wolf? Do. I need my torch, so we're gonna take... What are we gonna leave here? I could drop the grass. Okay. There's a little house symbol. There it is. Line cabin. There we go. It's a place we can stay when we're out adventuring. I think you can burn these in the fireplace. I don't know if you can make a fireplace with peat. I don't have any space. Dad nabbit. Oh well. Story of my life. I'm full up on space. Some ruins out there. Made too many spears. Tell you what, let's try it. Let's do that. And then I can put you down in there. And we have a little bit of space for some peat. Let's go see if the peat... I don't think I can make the fire. I think it works as fuel, but I think you have to have firewood to make the fire pit. Let's experiment. So I might as well eat this bushmeat rather than just carrying it around. Yeah, you can't do that. You have to make it with wood. Fair enough. There's a little tiny tree. Just spend all day out here just trying to cook this wolf meat. Yeah. I hear you. I have, oh, I don't have anything on me. I thought I had some more mushrooms. I know I have food right here, but I'm going to eat the bushmeat. Because reasons. it's already got wood in it. It looked like it quit. I think it quit going, but it didn't quit going. Wow, it takes a long time to make that. Alright, fine. We'll eat. Take the cooked bushmeat with us. Wow, much win. Now I can put the peat in there. Where'd you go, Wolfie? Okay, I've got the space. I want to take the firewood with me. Use that. Another piece of meat to eat. Rest for 6 days, huh? Alright, cool. You got plenty of peat, I think, to finish that off. Yeah, there's always so much to do and not enough inventory space. We got the cooking pot made. That's the main thing. That really stretches out your food supply. Some more wolves. I kind of want to go across here. There's a bunch of wolves there. So maybe we'll just swim across. There we go. Back to full health. Too much stuff on me. Alright, so let's go across here. Do some more exploring. It's an angry butthole over there. We'll avoid that. No, just a commoner, Aaron. Fishy! They did something with the fish where you can't stab them anymore, but I have thrown a spear and killed them. That still works. Yeah, I was just cooking the bushmeat because I had it, so why not? Doesn't really do much for you. Probably should have rendered down the fat. The fat's another thing that's changed. It'll go bad. You have to render it down, I think, in a cooking pot. But then that dirt is up your cookie pot, I think. So we have to wash it. Which I assume you can still do by just tossing it in the water. I don't know. There's a lot of things that have changed since I played. Another angry butthole over there. We're going to avoid the angry buttholes. Ooh, what we got here? Muddy gravel. Okay. Thought it might be something interesting. Ooh. Got some blue clay. And we're temporally unstable over here. Good to know. Yeah, lots of blue clay around here. Oh, it does stay clean, Fuchs? Okay, good to know. I figured it would dirty it up, like making candles and stuff. Just punch that so we know it's here. That's neat. And they added in where it actually makes it the color of the clay, which is cool. More wolves. There's a lot of wolves in here. I think the wolves attacking you on sight is kind of dumb, too. Normally they would avoid you. Bunch of tool. More shrooms. Not a whole lot in the metal department. And you can always turn it off. Animal's fine. I usually have the animal hostility turned off. I went pretty vanilla just to check it out. I hadn't played in a while. Mushrooms. Very tasty. Conglomerate stone. Alright, so we got a different biome. Different top layer of gravel anyway. I do have like a strata mod, which changes that up a little bit. Some funky trees over there. Another angry butthole. So if I was going to do another series, I would probably just do Homo sapiens, because that's more fun for me. Exactly, animal's fine, I'm with you. I think I did one series that was normal, and the other two, I'm pretty sure, were Homo sapiens. I know the last one was. If they ever like improve the combat and stuff, then I'd be more interested. But it's just tedious. It's not really fun. It's just tedious. Uh-oh. Little glitch. Is that maybe fennel over there? I have yet to find fennel. I know that's a new thing. No, that's just a regular bush. I thought some of these looked different. Maybe I'm just looking at it wrong. What are you? Wild raspberry bush. Okay. Another fruit tree. So I'll do another Vintage Story series at some point when I get time, but it's a very long, grindy kind of game. So might wait till I'm done with Valheim, or at least where I want to stop with Valheim. Yeah, I think I was just seeing the ferns. Are you kidding me? There's so many flipping wolves. Stop it. Yeah. So that happened. Oh hey, native copper bits. The combat is so awful. It's laughable. Like, I don't know why I was missing him so much, but it is what it is. Alright, I would like to get my stuff, but I think I shall drop by home on the way over, which was over here somewhere. Saying hi to the lovely Mrs. Kerbo, who was home for a little bit. I want to go this way. So let's run back over. We'll get our stuff. Yeah, the combat's just clunky. I've killed many, many wolves. Just didn't have the timing quite right, I guess. Also, he was like up a block sometimes, and that really messes with the hitboxes. Oh crap! I was looking. Oh, are you kidding me? I was looking at the boar. Well, I don't need that stuff. So we go around that body. I don't need this guy. I'll delete that. So, yeah, I was looking at that boar. I'm like, oh, he's sleeping there. How cute. Bear just out of nowhere. Completely wrecked. Okay. Oh, it doesn't delete my other... Does it delete your other thing? Ah, crap. Well, it was over here somewhere. I guess we'll go for the peat. I guess it deletes your last body? We actually need some mushrooms. Oh, we don't need those mushrooms. PvP in Vengestoria, that would be so completely pointless. I mean, if you're okay with super clunky combat, I guess it's fine, but it's not really about skill so much as RNG. Hey Rift, how's it going? There's a lot of wolves. I just ran by like 3 wolves. Yeah, we got this super loud rapids coming up. Whee! Except they're not loud right now. I guess the rapid sounds are buggy. Sometimes they don't play, apparently. Other times they keep playing when you're out of range. I hear back there, Wolf, but I got places to be. Whee! About lunchtime. If I can't find my stuff, I'll probably just rage quit. I love that that's the option. You can either respawn or rage quit. I wanted to get into some fishing, though. Alright, we ran across here, right? Yeah, and then we're still... That was the line cabin, and we swam across here, so we need to sprint across to here. It's already almost nighttime. It's not great. And you can make basic armor and stuff. I didn't do any of that because I'm just kind of exploring the new version. This isn't a serious calculated playthrough. Would like to get my stuff back though. That'll save me a little bit of time. Run, run, run. So if you didn't know, you can make basic armor out of like firewood and vines and stuff. Helps you out a little bit with the wolfies. I didn't get a real good look at the bear that ate my face off, but I think that was a grizzly, or is a brown bear at least. They're pretty aggressive. I think they're even aggressive if you have aggressive animals turned off. I think I ran into that in my last series. The brown bears were still aggressive. Which is kind of true to life. Alright, you go over past you. Yeah, the rapids like aren't making any noise now. So they're definitely bugged out. What if I'm standing next to the rapids and I go into the sound settings? There we go. Yep, that's buggy. Now it's fading out like it's supposed to, at least. Alright, the main thing I need over here is my food. Where's this fruit tree I marked? It's somewhere around the fruit tree. Aha! Crap. Seriously? Oh, I missed. I missed! And my spear that was in my hand broke, and I can't pull out my other one. Ah! Oh, come on, pillar, pillar, pillar. I didn't pick up my... Oh, I did pick up my bandages. One tiny little pixel of health left. We made it, ladies and gentlemen. We made it. Holy crap. Yeah, I know. You're not happy because you're out of food and you're dying. Hush your mouth. I'm not sure I picked up all my stuff because I should have had a spare spear. So there may be some stuff still laying over there. Well, this food is not giving me much nutrition at all. That's fun. Yeah, so shovel goes there. I didn't need to bring my hoe. I'm not sure why I brought that. Stupid wolf. So there may still be a spear laying over there where my stuff was. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think I can make stuff where I'm standing, but if I come over here, we're gonna cheese the crap out of this. Since I can stack up stuff. make a couple more spears. Doink. And doink. Here, let's see. I play Hunter a lot, and it has like better spear throwing, so I'm really pretty terrible at the spear throwing. Let's get down off our panic pillar. Be gone with thee. I just want your bones. Use those for duels. Okay, where was I? We were happily gathering up the fruit tree location. Yeah, there's my last basket of stuff. Bunch of spears now. I got 4 spears. Alright, it is coming on dark. So we need to find a spot to camp. Yeah, finally gone for a few moments until I run into the next wolf. They seem to be pretty thick. Bunch of chickens over there. Oh, there's the fox. I saw a fox chasing. He's chasing a chicken. Hey! Get out of here. I think I'm out of inventory space, unfortunately. What can I ditch? I kind of like the strawberry runner, but we'll just have to forget it. No space. There we go. Have to actually hit it with something. See if I can get up top here. Nice natural stairway. I think up on top of this hill would be a good spot for another line cabin. Except it's probably close to the forest, so there's going to be tons of wolves and bears to eat my face. That is a funky tree. See, it looks like peat, but it's medium fertility soil with sparse grass. Don't be fooled. I've made a few of these before, can you tell? Oops. Can you tell when I just mess it up? There we go. Alright, I need a bunch of grass. Do I have any space for grass? I do not. So we will lean a spear up there. And promptly forget about it. Set that in there for now. Just need 25 grass. Actually, no, we need 33 grass. That ought to do. Was it 8? I may have miscalculated that. Oh, a blocker creature is in the way. Turns out it was me. I was in the way. Oh, yeah, I was a little short. Oh, it's 8 for each hay bale. Right, right. So I needed 41 grass. Okay, we got a little hidey hole for the night. I don't necessarily need to cook. Well, I could render it down because I've used all my food. So we're definitely have to do some foraging. So we'll get that going. I don't know if there's going to be much to eat over here on this hill. My food in my food pot didn't... Wow, that's a lot of clay. My food in my food pot didn't last nearly as long as I thought it would. I think that might be fennel down there finally. Finally, flannel. Mature fennel. Hello? Okay. We can actually eat this. I'd rather make bait out of it, but beggars can't be choosers. We got some seeds now. So when you have something in your offhand, you burn a lot more calories. Why can I not fall in this hole? Oh, there we go. Okay, that might be enough food to sleep through the night. It's going to be a little touch and go. Wow, that was just a whole lot of red clay. Lump of rendered fat. And then this doesn't go bad. So we can keep that forever. Take my cooking pot. And it's not... Okay, yeah, it's not dirty. Cool. That's good to know. We'll sleep through the night. Got a 3-pack of fennel seeds. Which is nice. It's only 4 in the morning, so it's probably a little bit dark out still. Didn't find any cattails. I really need to drop something. I kind of hate to drop anything that I have. Don't necessarily need the strawberry runner. It's nice that it's a good, strong, plant. I could plane it over here, I guess. It is a fruit. Strawberry good. I wonder if I get you. Look at that, it remembered. There's our other line cabin, so I can just use those as I, travel around. Alright, we're getting a little further from home. Let's go see what this brown mountain's all about. Is there any water over here? There's a little bit of water there. If I could find some cattails, I would make a backpack. I don't really need this hoe. I'm going to free this up. I can always make another hoe. Let's just leave that here. I saw these wild vines. I can make some more rope. With those. Bring a rope up to 5. Conglomerate gravel. Got ourselves some mountain goats. Hopefully they're not hostile. Is that frozen? Oh, it is. Getting up into the colder altitudes. We got a little bit of snow up there, which is neat. Just kind of shows off the strata mod. Stuff is a little bit layered. These are silver bits. Alright. What's up, goats? Do need some food. The males, I think, are pretty aggressive. Let's see if we can chase down this guy, or this gal. Need some food. There's some silver that's hanging out in midair. Nice. Is it going to hit the silver, or is it going to hit the mountain goat? Hit the mountain goat. Very cool. Fighting with the inventory is not my favorite thing in Vintage Story. This apparently collapsed at some point. We're moving. Well, you're a tough thing. That's not what I wanted to do. Really didn't want to chase you halfway across the map. Yay! Looks like beats back on the menu, boys. I have to throw away something so I can take her... Oh man, she got so much stuff. Actually, we'll throw that with that, and we can take the fat. I need to get rid of that. And then she'll turn into bones, and then we can take the bones. Perfect. Alright, now I need to run back to my fireplace. Oh, there's 2 bowtorns. Crap. Where'd you guys come from? On the top of a mountain. Leave me alone. I just want to cook up some goat steak. Okay, we're headed right for the log cabin. Slowly starving to death. Nothing happening here. It's all good. Alright, cooking pot. Goes in there. You go in there. Like that. And then we need some firewood. Like that. We need to light you up. Like that. Knife blade, there it is. The struggle is real. Alright, where did my knife blade go? There's the knife blade. We'll make another bone knife because ours is about to break. Total current. Not sure what that all means. I think once this gets over, then it's done cooking. I think. Been a while. Yes, indeed. Alright. Yes, I know. We're starving. Ah, yeah. Nice food. That's the tasty stuff. Now I don't have enough room, so we need to do that and put you in there, and then you can cook. We'll set you on the ground temporarily. Once that cooks... grass is here. Need just a little more time to push it over the edge, I think. Okay, and then we got grass. We can throw you over there. We can put you up here for now. And we can grab the food bowl before we forget about it. Yay! We survived another day, chat. We survived another day. Alright, we are... there's tons of rapids and stuff over here. Kind of awesome. What are we doing on copper now? We got 29 copper. That is good. Let's run around here some more and see if we can find some more metal. And then I will be wrapping this up in a little bit because it's lunchtime. I need to get some food. My back is really bothering me. It's been 3 hours. We're gonna do some, whoa, we're gonna do some more exploration. Oh, let me turn off the pinned on those. Something else that's pinned. Yeah, the rapid sound is definitely bugged out. Hopefully they fix that. There's food, but I don't have any inventory space. Okay, there was water somewhere, but these are frozen lakes, so we need to get lower in altitude. Because I could make myself a backpack with the basket if I really wanted to. It's a little bit cheesy because it uses a carry-on mod. But it's something we could do. You never have enough storage. I'm going to go ahead and get fully healed up. The deer over there. What kind of trees are these? Oh, it's larch. Okay, I thought it might be larch. It's a good wood to build with. Liberty cap. Some good eating. Now they don't have any room. We'll go ahead and mark them though. You never know when you'll be running around needing some food. Quartz bits. Oh, that's a wolf. Why is there always a wolf? Run away! Okay, let's do this. Oh, it needs to be 2 blocks, doesn't it? Let's do that, and then that. Branchy leaves. If you kill them all, Tarson, they just respawn. I don't really know what your point is. You can kill them forever because they'll just respawn. I don't want to spend the whole time killing wolves. And it's boring and unnecessary. If you do want to keep them from bothering you and you're going to be in like if I was setting up base somewhere, I would dig a pit that the wolves could fall into, and then you get them all in the pit, and then there won't be any more spawn in the area because they're all still there. But when I'm just traveling through, not really any point in killing them all. More peat. Alright, I've got 12. I need some more cattails. I left my shovel behind, but it was pretty much broken. So we can always go to get another shovel if we need to. Cattails. Let's grab the cattails. Pretty sure I need 24 for a reed chest. Yeah, it's 2 all the way around. 2 all the way around or 4 all the way around? Must be 4. Another fruit tree, we'll mark that. Some more blue clay. Whee! Seriously? Another wolf? Yep. Go away! Hey! Kidding me? There's something with them lunging now that's different. I gotta run all the way over there. No. I'm rusty, and I think maybe the timing changed or something. Because you should be able to just boop, boop, boop them repeatedly. But maybe they changed the attack behavior. How did he get around that water so quick? Or was that a completely different wolf? That's confusing. The terrain mod recommends 448, I think. So it's raised because of the terrain mod. That's what they recommend. It's designed to work with a much larger world height. All right, so we got to go across that. Where's my death marker? Oh, there it is. Ah, brother. So when I start a new series, I'm going to need to make armor. But I'll probably set the animals to passive unless attacked, because that's way more realistic. Oh, they go fast in the water now? Oh. Okay, well that's good to know. That's a big change. So instead of dog paddling, they just turned into torpedoes? Okay, well that's handy to know. Oh, you lowered it to 125%? What in the heck is it on if you had to lower it to 125%? Holy crap. I guess I should have looked at all the settings. I didn't realize they had changed that. Alright, how close are we getting? Not close. We gotta go through... Oh, man. We gotta go through so much. Alright. We're gonna eat some mushrooms. Oh, Tarson's deleting his messages again. You can't use a bunch of capital letters or a bunch of emojis or a bunch of symbols, or Nightbot thinks you're spamming and will wreck you accordingly. Oh, by default it's 200%. Gotcha, Josh. Thanks. Alright, we're off. Got a little bit of food in our belly. Try to get my stuff back. And then lunch is calling me pretty hard right now. Nightbot doesn't like you yelling at Nightbot. Yeah, Nightbot's a little touchy. It's just, I thought I had changed the settings so it wouldn't be quite as bad. Maybe it's still default. Interesting. I was hoping he'd run in the water and we could see it. Oh, there's wolves. Are you freaking kidding me? I thought wolves only spawned in the forest, but they're everywhere. So maybe that's changed too. Or else they wander a lot further. What's up, Piggy? Don't mind me, just passing through. Careful not fall into a cave. Not marking those for some reason. Maybe they're poisonous. Yeah, almost everything is moddable in Vintage Story, which is nice. Whee. Okay, so across here and then across the little river. We'll see where Mr. Wolfie is. No shortage of red clay. Alright, run, get my stuff. And then keep running. That's the plan. We'll see how the plan works out. Where's my stuff? Where's my stuff? There it is. Run away! Looks like we got it all. I wish it was like Valheim, but put it back in the same slots. That's annoying. Knife, axe, spear, shovel, which I don't have. That's there. You go back over there. Tons of peat. Alright, it's coming on nighttime soon. Let's pin that trader, which is near where temporary home base is. Let's just run flat out. See if we can get back there. The red top grass is nice decoration. I like having that around my bases. See, how close was I to getting a, like 2 away from getting a chest? No more wolves, please. No more wolves. Reeds. Yeah, good enough for now. There we go. Oh, it's got a little icon for it. Cool. So now we're in the realm of mods. So I've got a little backpack strapped to my back. That's why I did that. The carry-on mod does that. I mostly just use it so you can pick up chests and move them around without emptying them out. But it does have the option of back. That's a player. That's a bear. No, that's a cave. Son of a... Oh, this game. Let me out of here. That's a bear. Run! There's a tree around. The game's like, that's a forest. Spawn 4 wolves and 5 bears. It's not quite that bad. I'm being a little bit facetious. Okay, we're just gonna run flat out for home. See if we can make it back there. Might have to stop and take a bite to eat. More peat. So you can't mark it by stabbing with a spear. Meat stew is not doing hardly anything for me, which I don't understand. Maybe they changed a bunch of the nutrition stuff too. Ooh. Wild strawberries. Munch on those too. It's a ruin over there. I was like, what's that weird shape? What's up, Rusty? Yeah, I had enough of bears in Valheim. I didn't need them in Vintage Story too. They're just the same amount of threat in this game. There's not much defense. Like in Valheim, you can level up and get armor and stuff. The bears will still pretty much wreck you. You can get some decent armor and it helps for sure, but they still hit like a tank. I like this watersheds mod. I think that's where the river like stuff comes from. It really fits like the natural erosion. It looks really good. I'm really liking the world gen with this. Terra Pretty and watersheds, I think. The whole mod list is in the stream description. Okay, there's home sweet home. At least temporarily. Is there fennel right here the whole time? Nice. There's fennel right next to my base. That's pretty funny. Okay, we made it back alive. Mostly. Okay, so to get the chest off and back, we'll do that. Put the chest... I think can I stack them? Yeah, I can stack them. It looks kind of dumb, but it is what it is. Put that back in there. How do I make the... I haven't made a fishing rod yet, but how do I make the bait? We need water, so I'll have to get that with a bowl, I think. But if I look up worm, live worm. Oh, you just add the worm to the fishing pole? Okay, cool. You just add it in your crafting. Got it. So the worms are easy enough to use. Nice. Let's do... That's the rendered fat. Do I have the regular fat somewhere? Or did I throw that away? Might have ate that. I'm not sure. Yeah, we'll see if we can get some worms. Let's throw you in there. I can plant the fennel. Need to make myself another shovel. Oh, that's the raw fat. There it is. Alright, we need to get that rendered down so it'll not spoil. Like that, and then put the grass in there. We got our copper. Our bowl. I don't remember how much that holds. I don't think it's a liter though. Actually, I'd probably need that for planting the fennel. I need to make a shovel and a hoe. Yay, your plants aren't dying. Okay, we need a shovel, we need a hoe. We need to make a worm grunting stick. I might try some fishing before I call it quits for the day. We'll probably have to sleep through the night here in a bit, though. Okay, there's our shovel. There's our hoe. Need our soil. Can't move water yet, unfortunately. So there is that. Yeah, that's a bummer. So we'll just have to not have these watered right away. I want to get this planted. It'll at least do something. Get that rendered down. That's still fresh for a while. Get my door. Oh, we were gone for more than 2 days, so my torch went out. Whoopsie. Well, that's thatch. We'll burn you in the fire. Where'd my grass go? Need to make myself another torch. And then, can I light that from the fire? Yeah, alright, cool. Alright, that's rendering down. We can make with our sticks. I kind of forget how to make the worm grunter. I think it was just a stick, maybe? Stick and a knife? A stick. Oh, it's the knife on the other side. Of course. Alright, so we got our worm grunting stick. We need a stick for our offhand. Stick our knife back down there, and then it's actually getting pretty late, but we can try it real quick. Put that back in there so I can do that. So if I remember right, we put a stick on our offhand and then we click. Doesn't make any noise. Not sure if I'm using this right. Worm grunting stick. Worm grunting stick is used in conjunction with a stick in your offhand. Yeah. Hold shift plus right mouse on a patch of bare soil. Okay, this says bare soil, not grass. So maybe that's the problem. Some bare soil. There it goes. That was my problem. I was trying to do it like on a forest. Wow, that works really well. Alright, cool. That's enough. I don't like those things being on all the time, so I usually have the hints turned off. Alright, we'll try some fishing in the morning. The worm lives for 24 hours. Okay, good to know. We didn't want to attract bear soil. You're a funny man, Dave. Alright, we need some rope and sticks. We'll make a fishing pole. We got our worm. I believe it was 3 rope and 3 sticks. Yeah, there we go. So that makes our simple fishing pole. And then we do that with the live worm for bait. Cool. Then we do stuff. It's a bright, beautiful day. I have no idea how fishing works. Apparently you right click to throw it out. Left click to hook the fish, maybe? In before wolf attacks me from behind. One thing that's great about Vintage Stories, you can always hit H to pull up the handbook. Fishing. Game mechanic, fishing. Blah, 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 do-do-do. You could use no bait at all, but it would take a very long time. Okay. Finding the fish. Finding where the fish are is the most time-consuming step. Ooh. There do not need to be visible fish present. Right. Have to use the right bait. How do we, actually, it doesn't say anything about casting the thing. Maybe it does on the fishing pole. Help. Simple fishing pole. There it is. Or by holding the bait on your cursor and left mouse on the pole in your inventory. Okay. Oh, you set it with right mouse as well. Currently no way to catch live fish. Okay. Cool. So we just right click again when the bobber goes under. Ta-da! We got a dead moonfish. Okay. I don't know what a moonfish is, but fair enough. Okay, so we put the cursor over that. And we left click. No, maybe it meant putting the cursor over this. No, I'm not sure what it meant by... Oh, you can just click, you can just drag on it. Got it. So you can't, like, move the bobber at all. Alright, we're fishing now, boys. What we get that time? A dead walleye. Cool. I assume these all cut up into fish fillets. Oh, you can't pull it too far, though. Interesting. I see a fish out there. He's going to go for my bait. You can snap the line a little bit. Does that help to track the fish? Ooh, another walleye. Alright, last wormy. And we'll see what we can cook up with the fish. Then I need to go cook up something in real life because I'm very, very hungry. Alright, we'll try the left click. Oh, snap as in destroy the line. Oh. I don't think I have a worm on there anymore. Yeah, I got rid of the worm. Okay, well, lesson learned. Don't do that. Don't ever listen to chat. That was the wrong snap that I had in mind. Actually, let's lean this against the house here. Or not. Oh, it's got to be 3 blocks high for the fishing pole. There we go. Got it. Okay, let's put one there just to keep stuff from wandering in. And then... Can you do this in your inventory, or do you have to do it on the ground? I think you have to do it on the ground. So we'll put our fish down there. There we go. We got some fish. Oh, the bigger fish give you bones. Neat. Okay, we got our rendered fat out of there. We got 10 of these. Got some hefty fish stew. Or if we'd be better off doing with some mushrooms. That way we get some of the vegetable benefit as well. I think I have anything in here that's getting ready to go. No, we'll leave that alone. Got some fennel seeds. I need to plant more of those. We got some turnips. And we got some mushrooms. Alright, let's see if we can make something up with this. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, we got 3 of those. So if we do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is vegetables and that. Okay, so they're both vegetables, so we should do this probably. There we go. Hefty fish turnip stew. Perfect. Those are just good for bone meal, I think. Alright, cool. Well, that's a sustainable, hopefully, fish source. I know you can fish the area out. I don't know how much it would take for, me fishing to fish this whole lake out. We got food for a day or two. Very cool. Such a good game, man. I miss playing this. It does take a lot of time, though, and I don't have a ton of time. All right, let's put our food back in the cellar. I think this counts as a cellar. It's got dirt all around it. It's better than nothing, I think, at least. All right, let's put you in there and you in there. You're still good for 5 days. Ooh, our red currants are getting ready to go bad. That's all good, that's all good. These guys need to get tanned at some point. I don't think I'm gonna have time for that. Could use the rendered fat on some of this. Oh, that's a large. Yeah, we'll do the large. So does this work the same way? Yeah, oiled hide, large. These need to like cure, so let them cure. Yeah, 2 to 3 hours a session. It just takes a lot of time overall to progress. There we go. I love that it's got like a little chunk of fish and a little bit of turnip in there. It's awesome. What a cool game. Well, I need to get off here and get some food. There we go. We survived. We died. We laughed. We cried. It was good times. Thanks for hanging out here on a lazy Thursday. Taking a little time off of work. And just going to chill. I'm going to do some other stuff around the house today. I do have videos queued up. I'm going to be out of town this weekend. But I've got videos queued up, so we'll be good to go. The normal series is continuing. We got the Out of Ore going. We got some vintage story, or not the vintage stories, the Valheim, the other V, as well as some RLS career overhaul mod on BeamNG. That's back in store. So yeah, hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll catch y'all later. Take care.